Cancer, some messages that I'm picking up for you straight away here is that it's almost like for some reason you've become very intentional with your energy, all right? This set of readings that I'm doing, it's timeless reading. So when you see it, fit it to that timeline. Know that it's the right time for you to see it because we bring everything to ourselves. There's like a great spiritual awakening that's been taking place for you. It's like it's been happening and it's really escalated, Cancer. But it's really also starting. It's like all in one. Oh, who else got this card? Oh, no, this was very powerful. I actually had this in a reading. Oh my goodness, that reading blew my mind. You know, sometimes you see things in readings, especially personal readings, you just go like, oh my goodness. Because personal readings, and for those of you that are tarot readers, you know, whether you cross-watch or, you know, whatever, you know what, Cancer, I'd really just appreciate you letting me know how it is for you. You know, the spiritual part, the whole vibe. I'd really like to know. You know, I think it's quite amazing. And especially when you sort of like connect with your fellow soul beings. I hope that you're doing great, my beautiful Cancers. Like there's incredible stuff coming here for you. Okay? There's incredible stuff that's coming here for you, Cancer. You want to know about these things. Let's go just a little bit deeper into that message over there. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Adrian Nelson, psychic tarot reader. And for those of you that are always supporting me, thank you for your support and welcome back. All right. Let's see. You know, this is the thing I love about tarot. It's like, because I'm a Luna baby as well, you know, moon children, like, I can't always just do those weekly things. Like, if I give myself a lot of anxiety if I commit to it. But so I do like, you know, I already have like a January reading, I think like maybe like 2 or 3. So I'm like, okay, now let's do something different. And it's so cool. I feel you being led by spirit in that same way, where it's recommended that you follow your, you know, like almost like your psychic guidance, you know, and that you take your time. You know, like a space like this, like right now, the cards are just shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. You know, give yourself that time to mull things through in your mind, to consider different outcomes, for example, you know, to kind of feel, what does this one feel like? How does that one feel like? So let's say you want a house, okay? Let's say you want a house, or whatever it may be, but let's use a house. I'm giving you this example because this is an experience I recently had. So I found myself in this amazingly beautiful, gorgeous place, and I feel very at home. You know, there's that sense of almost like connecting with that energy. And sometimes in life it happens like that, where, you know, you believe this is what you'd like to have, and this is how you expect it to come about, you know, and so you... you know, you kind of like almost like sort of like so committed to that outcome that anything other than that, like deviate from it, you know, seems almost like a failure. But then when you surrender, so you know, you become clear about what is the feeling that I want to have, what is the experience, you know, how does it feel, and you ease into that, beautiful Cancer. That's how you get yourself out of that this 8 of Swords situation, where sometimes, you know, it can seem so perilous. But remember, if you could feel yourself into the situation, because remember, Cancer, you are a very emotional being, and there's a lot of things going on in energy, you know. So things have been kind of tough for you. 3 of Wands. But you are also simultaneously very aware of the fact that you are, you know, that you are super ready. So you might be scared, and like I like the energy that I pick up from you, because it's a very calm sort of energy, you know. So it seems like you've got things very well in control here, Cancer, which I really love to see. I'm very happy to see that. Oh, so there are still areas of improvement. So it seems like you are sort of like, it's like you are under maintenance. This is what I'm picking up, Cancers. It's like you're under maintenance, you know. But it's a good thing because it's an upgrade, all right? It's a good thing because it's an upgrade, all right? I want you to remember that. It's a good thing because it's an upgrade. It's very important that you remember that, my beautiful Cancerians. Okay? What else do we have, please? Different deck. Okay. What do we feel? Let's go right there to the top. I love using different tarot decks. You know, it's like, and sometimes I mix up tarot and oracles. I normally find that my YouTube videos are more just tarot. And then when I do like personal readings, you know, it's like tarot and oracles and sometimes runes, you know, everything, crystals, they all work into the vibe. The interesting thing about readings, and for some reason, there must be a reason why I'm sharing this with you. And I will tell you, I'm not trying to sell you a reading. So there's a reason why this is coming through, and I want you to pay attention to it. And don't think of this as a sales gimmick. I want you to think of it as me channeling a message for you. There is a message here for you to hear, Cancer. A cross-watcher, whoever, okay? There is an opportunity here that you might be missing out on, okay? If something is being offered to you, Cancer, I want you to go ahead and say yes. Make sure that you are clear on the details. If you're not, ask for clarity, all right? There's no harm in that, okay? Ask for clarity. And now actually that I'm saying that, I'm thinking for something that I must actually ask for clarity. You see how we talk, you know, by tapping into your energy? You know, we talk to each other. And that's a wonderful thing that I find so interesting about these type of readings. You know, and again, you might, you know, if you have an experience, I'd really appreciate it if you share it. I'd really appreciate that. But for me, there's a very different feeling between sort of like personal readings and sort of like, you know, more general readings like this, like zodiac based, because you tap into the energy across all the timelines, especially when you intend for the reading to be timeless. And I feel that for you, you are motivated more in that direction. So in whichever way in your life that might be relevant, you know, you might want to check in, Cancer, for example, how do certain things make you feel? All right, so you do this action, how do you feel? And you do that one, how do you feel? And it doesn't mean that the one is right and the one is wrong, because maybe the one that's wrong, if you can sort of like incorporate it in with the so-called, you know, what is right, then you can actually start your whole own sort of brand thing going on there, okay? And you don't even, oh, I feel these cards. You're getting some clear guidance here, Cancer. These are the things that you want to look out for, okay? Like I picked these cards up and it's like this sort of ice-colored woof, Tinkerbellish kind of business, you know, genie in a bottle, but not like fantasy, but not fantastical almost sort of thing. Suppose like Alice in Wonderland type of vibe, or like Peter Pan, that's like my favorite story. It's almost like you get clarity on what it is that are your blocks, so they don't, so you know them. So when they show up, you're like, okay, no, you're just one of my blockages, and I don't have to follow what you're telling me because you're operating from fear. So the first one up here is the Hierophant. Do not be afraid of growth. So that's quite a big one coming through there for you, Cancer. Do not be afraid of growth. All right? There's a lot of growth here for you, like way more than you can imagine. So just open yourself to it, but don't curb it like what it must, you know, be like. Go on what it must feel like. All right? Feeling, that's the important part. All right? Envisioning yourself in that space. Really feel it. Go to town with it. You know? Journal. 3 of Wands over here. Didn't I have the 3 of Wands already? Yeah. It's here twice. Okay. There's definite potential here for growth. It's like you are contemplating a plan or something. Like a resource possibly. But I don't know why, it's like you're not thinking that favorably of it. So what's that about? It's almost like, I want you to not be nervous as you go forward, especially the next couple of months, 8 to 10 months, up to like 12. You know, for those of you that have maybe got a lot of fear still operational in the background, which a lot of times we do, and it's only the growth that actually sometimes brings it out. And so, I mean, always bear in mind, there's always going to be challenges no matter what you do, you know. But when you're in control of your life, you're pretty much in control of your challenges too. That's the cool part about it. Okay. Um, it's like you're waking up from this deep sleep, you know? Like you thought you were woke, but you realized that you weren't really that woke. You know, you were just sort of like hiding in a bit more style, just to kind of make a lot of oppression bearable. But now I see you coming out of that. And coming out of it with a bang. Money, abundance, success, prosperity, the dream, literally the dream. The dream house, the dream way of living, the dream job. And one thing that I know about Cancerians is that while a lot of people might have the dream of like being rich and doing absolutely nothing, Cancer will be like, no, I've got a head start now. You know, Cancer's gonna like, whoa, it's time to really make things happen now. All right, that's Cancer. And you getting to get that experience way bigger than you imagine. You may be coming across maybe like some great teachers and people like that at the moment that's really stepping forward in some undeniable ways, Cancer, which is really, really great. But I want you to understand that it's almost like you are, for many of you, you may have been doing something maybe for a while there. You know, you're some sort of like a practice or an art or a skill or something like that. And now life is sort of like taking you in a very different direction, you know? So if I make an example, maybe if I may, from my own life, is I started with Reiki basically 10 years ago, you know, when I came back from the Middle East, and that was quite an eye-opening experience. I also had one of the most beautiful days of my life there. I was in the desert, and you really experience timelessness in the desert. It's, even the heat is, it's like beautiful, you know, you're so outside of time. It's just incredible. It's such a sense of peace. I've always loved open spaces. I see your wounds are like your wounds are mending. Your wounds are mending. Okay? So the things that were like holding you back and sort of like literally sort of like throttling your growth, Cancer, those things are gone. They've been removed. And they've been removed by you raising your vibration. And you do that by putting in the work. When we begin to realize that everything is here to support our growth, then you get into this energy, this partnership energy, lover's energy, choice energy, Mercury energy, Gemini energy, returning to childlike innocence. You may have been highly strung there for a while, but I feel that something happened that sort of like struck you, that made you realize like, yo, you might want to slow that roll significantly, you know? Ooh, my goodness, you might want to slow that roll significantly. It's just amazing to me always when Source talks. You know, you might want to slow that roll significantly. Oh, Spirit is funny. Let's get you some cards here. Let's get some magic messages here going for you. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? What are the magic messages for Cancer? What is it that Cancer needs to know? What do they need to be aware of? What can they benefit from? Spirit, lights and angels, guardians and guides, higher self. Give me some clear messages, please, from my Cancerians watching. Some clear messages that will help them in life, that will support their growth. What about love? Oh, yeah, look at that. What's going on here? It's like a little love story. Let's gossip. Makes me think of that Sarah Brightman song, Storia d'amore. Oh! Fai quella che vuoi, ritorni sempre qui. Io ci andrai, mai ni noi. Ooh, I gotcha. Page of Swords and Ten of Cups. Cancer. That happy family life that you want, I want you to start opening your mind towards that, Cancer. For some of you, I feel that you've got a little bit of a block going on here because you're in the space of, dare I trust it? What if I'm hoping for too much? Because it almost seems like some of the tables were turned recently between you and your person, and turned quite, I don't really know how to say this. I'm going to try my best to explain it, because it's like the tables were turned at the same time, but not simultaneously. So it seems to me that maybe there wasn't so open communication here, and it seems like this time around, Cancer, you were not the one that was in the avoidance sort of position. You may not actually oh my goodness, you may not have been aware of the fact that you were in some sort of standoff with someone here. It's almost like you come to realize a surprise, you're like, what? But I kind of feel like things are really progressing forward really fast now, So whatever this event was and whatever the intention was, it really significantly pushed things forward in a very beautiful way. Very significantly, very beautifully pushed things forward. All right. Let's see, what do we have here? Spirit guides and guardian angels. Message for Cancer, please. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? 3 of Pentacles. Cancer, 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 Cancerians. This is not a time to be playing it safe. This is not a time to play the same game over and over. This is not the time to be repeating yourself. All right? You want to set your sights, you want to set them high. Okay? You want to set your sights high. All right? You want to think big, you want to dream big, because there's big here. You don't realize how big things are that are coming. Sorry. Abundance is pouring into your life. You don't know how big it is, and if you do know, it would scare you. So you want to remain centered so that, when it comes, because I see it coming in hot. Coming in hot, coming in fast, coming in strong. Like, I kid you not. Like Fast and the Furious is not that fast. That type of vibe. Okay? Sudden life change, sudden life improvement. Like overnight. Overnight life improvement. Next level. Scary stuff sometimes. So remain grounded, because you've got the pace, you've picked up momentum, your energy is on point. Especially for those of you that are looking for love, all I can say is that the odds are in your favor. Oh, Cancer. The odds are in your favor, Papa. When it comes to love, the odds are in your favor. In a romantic way. And I feel that, so either you, okay, so you definitely, you are, it's like, I don't know, it's like you wake up to life. It's like you were asleep and sort of like a little bit of a pain in the ass, like a little bit of a bitch. But you've woken up and you're you're a work in progress, but you are right on schedule and you're right on point. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing to be concerned about. It's really quite cool. Okay, draw you another card. End of our reading. The 8 of Swords. Don't overthink things. You are divinely supported. You are divinely guided. The whole universe has got your back. Everything is fine. It's just a new beginning. It's a little shaky there because it's a new start. But everything is fine. And everything is on point. And everything is actually fine. You just don't really see it right now. Okay. That's what I have for you, Cancers. I hope that it helps, my beautiful Lunar babies. But if you are interested in a reading or my services, some of my online courses, check out the links there in the description. I will see you next time.